Hello, welcome to this Computer Weekly video. I'm Brian Glick, I'm the Editor-in-Chief of Computer Weekly. In this video we're talking about enterprise mobility. We're looking at how organisations are using mobile technology to help give their employees more choice and flexibility in the technology they use, and new ways to take advantage of some of these new technologies to help them in their jobs. Now in particular we're looking at a case study of one organisation, Shell, the oil and energy giant, and I'm joined by Nick David. Nick is the Enterprise Services Manager at Shell. Nick, welcome, thanks very much for coming along and joining us. Now you've been through a big mobility project yourselves. Perhaps to start off, tell us a little bit about what was the business need that was driving the requirement for greater enterprise mobility at Shell.
I think it was twofold. On one hand, we saw a lot of opportunity from smartphone technology, from consumer grade technology in the market to better support some of our core business processes. So moving beyond our heritage BlackBerry environment to platforms that would support more capable line of business applications that we often use in some of our production and industrial mobility settings. And on the other hand, it was to renew our collaboration and enterprise messaging platforms and bring those up to date with more capable technologies.
So, you know, the clear business need there that had been identified. What did that mean in terms of sort of challenges that presented you and your colleagues in the IT team?
Sure. I mean, in part, we were also responding to a lot of demand from our staff to bring their own IT into the workplace. So the concept of being able to bring your own personal smartphone and use that to help you become to help you get more flexibility in how you connect and how you collaborate together with colleagues both inside of Shell and externally. So being able to check your meetings while you're on the move and being able to keep in touch that way. That was a lot of demand from our employees to be able to do that. And at the same time, we wanted to renew our enterprise platforms for our corporate mobility fleet. So we were able to use a common platform for both our bring your own device scenario and also for our corporate device scenario as well.
Okay, so how did you go about tackling some of those challenges? What were the practical things that you had to do?
So we started off by thinking what are the essential security considerations that we need to look at to make sure we could allow those devices, a very diverse range of devices, to connect into our landscape securely to ensure we had secure and reliable operations around the service. So we began a market scan to look at mobile device management technology. We started this about 3-4 years back. The marketplace was clearly much more volatile at that time than it is today. It's settled down somewhat. So we did a market scan against our functional and non-functional requirements, and we chose the AirWatch product. The next challenge was how we deploy that and how we bring that to a enterprise service within Shell. So we operate in over 70 odd countries, 150,000 odd users. How could we get that technology into the organisation in a sustainable way that we could run and manage it? So we worked with our outsourced supplier, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise Services, to help us do that. So developed the solution with HP, and we now have that run for us by HP as an outsourced service.
Okay, so you've put a lot of time and effort into making this work, and what have you found now the benefits that it's actually delivering to Shell?
Again, splitting it into two parts, it's responding to the demand for greater choice that our employees have brought us. So we have over 30,000 people using bring your own device within Shell, and that's something that we actively support as an opt-in voluntary service. We're very careful there to consider some of the work-life balance issues and really coach our staff to really reinforce the fact that this is a voluntary service. It's something that's there should they choose to use it, if it can support more flexible working styles for them. We're also getting a lot of benefit from mobile apps, so being able to do existing business processes in a much more efficient way than we could previously for field workers, people out in the field at our refineries and our production assets.
Now, there's a lot of other organisations who are looking at mobility and assessing how they can use things like BYOD in their environment. If you could give one piece of advice to another IT leader in another organisation who's starting out down that sort of process, what might that be?
The thing that stands out for me is to really consider the people and change management aspect around it. So really be careful to make sure, or be sure to engage with your employees up front to really understand despite the high demand that we saw in Shell, we really wanted to engage with our employees and understand how could we better support more flexible work models for our people to give them more choice and flexibility. You need to do that. It's as important, potentially more important than the technical considerations, of which there are many, security and service management and so on, but really keep the people considerations front and centre.
Okay, that's great advice. Nick, David from Shell, thank you for coming along and sharing your experience of implementing mobility and BYOD in your organisation. That's all we've got time for on this video. I hope that maybe some of the experiences that Shell has had of successfully introducing mobility, bring your own device and mobile technologies into their organisation might give you some useful hints and tips for your own strategy. Thanks for watching.